just got through playing Season of the Wish through the first story week. Really interesting story. I like some of the little mechanics. I don't know how long it's gonna take before it gets old. We have a very, very long season, and that's what I wanted to kind of go over with you all and see what your opinions are on this. We're gonna watch the video, an update from game director Joe Blackburn. Let's see that here. I don't know why I see Blackburn. I mean Blackburn. Joe Blackburn. Anyways, apologies, Joe. Let's watch what he has to say.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Blackburn, the game director for Destiny 2. I'm sure with the announcement today that the final shape is coming out on June 4th, there are a lot of questions on, hey, what's the team working on? What's the content that's coming out before June? So I wanted to step by down here in the stream room today and drop by with some classic Joe handwritten notes and talk about what we're doing between now and June. I think this is going to be a pretty short video, so I want to get right into it. Let's start with the obvious stuff. Tomorrow, Season of the Wish launches. We're super excited, not only about the story and the content of this season, but how it's going to roll into the final shape. So I hope the small army of you out there with your Last Wish raid jackets are wearing them with pride. I know I will be. Then, on Friday, we've got Warlord's Ruin. It's a new dungeon coming to Destiny 2.
I'm excited for that.
I would love to talk to you all about, but because I'm at the studio, I'm like a little worried that someone from the Raid and Dungeon team is going to hear me and like come barreling through the door. So we'll let you all see that for yourselves. Speaking of group content, let's talk Fireteam Finder real quick. Recently, we put out some messaging on how Fireteam Finder is going to roll out. I just wanted to give a little more context here. I don't think this is hyperbole when I say I think Fireteam Finder is going to change the way so many of you interact with Destiny 2 on a day-to-day basis. That being said, it's a pretty big technical change to the game. So I want to be really careful with how we roll this out. We're going to be doing limited windows with limited activities to start. This is going to allow us to collect the data we need, take it on,
I think it's
see how
9
service
a.m.
stability is affected, take it off,
reset.
make changes, and then roll it out better and better each time. Ultimately, what we're going to be working towards is a version of Fireteam Finder that you can use for raids, dungeons, strikes, PvP, whatever you want that needs a group in the new year and right before the final shape. PvP. So last time we talked a bunch.
All right, so basically what's happening, he didn't really say what time and all that. So the first test is going to start tomorrow. It's going to start Thursday. And it's only going to be for raids, so you can, whatever raid you have access to, you can do the Fireteam Finder for. I believe it's going to be at reset. That's when the test starts, and then goes to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I believe. I did make a video for this, so be sure to check that out. Also, it sounds like they do want to have like a full launch in January, but I think throughout December, they'll probably do, okay, how does it work for raids? How does this work for dungeons? They're going to do each little step where they finally add all of the activities together, and then boom, January hits and you'll be able to find a fire team for whatever activity. So I think what we're seeing tomorrow is going to be sort of the pattern we're going to see for December, only they'll either add as they go, or they'll say, okay, so this week it'll be a week-long thing, right? Like this week it'll be for raids, next week will be for dungeons, and so on and so forth. So expect a lot of glitches. Expect a lot of glitches. But if anything is really significant, they said also expect the Fireteam Finder to be turned off. So they're not going to just leave it on and whatever. If it's really messed up, or they have enough data to make a significant change, they're going to take it down and turn it on, as randomly. So be prepared for that. All right, here's some PvP talk.
Bunch about PvP. I just wanted to give an update on where we are. We've got a Crucible Labs mode that we've been experimenting a lot with called Checkmate. We're going to do 2 things with Checkmate this year. We're going to take Checkmate and put it onto the core Crucible playlists. It's going to be like 6v6 control unranked. We want to see how the Checkmate rules that we've been experimenting with interact with a larger Crucible ecosystem. But ultimately, what we're trying to do with Checkmate is not create a 3rd or a 4th way to play the game. Checkmate is all about a more deliberate Crucible. So we want to take the rule changes for Checkmate, be this slower ability recharge rate, or different rules around special ammo. We want to find the stuff that's working, and we want to start porting those rule changes over into the core Destiny 2 Crucible. This is about...
So it's been, I played a lot of Crucible today, and it's been interesting. I think what's going to happen is we're going to have to adjust to the changes to ability cooldowns and everything like that, and special cooldowns and stuff, and find that medium. If you are real flexible with your build and everything, you're going to find that perfect build where you're going to have a lot of gunplay, have a lot of grenades and all that stuff, all mixed in with the new recharge rates of your abilities. I like the direction of it. I like the vision of it. And I'm excited to see what the end goal is, what the end result is. Because right now they're going to boost some things and nerf other things, or rework this and here. We're always going to see kind of an evolving landscape in the PvP for this checkmate kind of Crucible stuff. So just hang in there, keep trying it, keep playing with it. I know some people that played with me in Crucible Labs, they didn't like it, but now it's the thing we're going to be playing. It's, they're doing a full on test for it to see what we think, and they're going to adjust as we go. So I'm excited. I like the idea. I don't think it's going to be straight up Halo though. I think we're still going to have really a lot of ability stuff. It's just less ability spam basically.
Creating a Crucible that is more strategic, is more focused on your guns, and is more focused on the loadout that you're bringing in to fight with.
Should have had this a long time ago when they said,
speaking of Crucible,
that they wanted to focus more on
maps.
guns.
So not only do we have the Citadel coming to Destiny 2 this week, we also are still cranking out maps for the map pack that we talked about earlier this year. This is going to be coming out in the new year all at once. We've got 3 maps, one on Europa, one on Neomuna, and one on the Terraform Pyramid. I actually got a chance to play test these again yesterday. I'm really excited about all of them. I think I did the best on the Europa map, but right now I think Neomuna is trending to be the sort of internal favorite. Really excited to see how all these get built and continued over development. Really excited for them to get in your hand. They're all sort of Jav 4 size. So we know we've been putting out a lot of larger maps. We want to put out maps that are going to be able to really excel in modes like Trials of Osiris and the competitive playlist to really balance out both these larger experiences and more, close quarters experiences as well. Ultimately, this is not everything that we're doing in PvP, so keep your ear out for socials. We're trying to make sure that the Destiny 2 Crucible is built for those folks that love to log on and play Destiny PvP every single day.
That's good. That's good.
All right, let's see what's on page 2 here. I think the big question in everyone's mind is, okay, but Season of the Wish content is going to roll out. Talk to me about February through June. So starting in February, we're going to be rolling out more content that's available to anyone who plays Destiny 2. It's going to start slow in February with things like Moments of Triumph and a series of progression, reward-centric weekly quests we're calling wishes. I'll let the folks on Reddit theorize on what they think these wishes could be. Then in March, we're going to be pulling Guardian games in, and this year it's got a revitalized focus on this sort of class v class competition that we think really is going to accelerate the creative and the
facing off in Titans and stuff against Titans.
But ultimately, we're trying to get towards April and May. We're going to be talking about a new period of Destiny we're calling Destiny 2 Into the Light.
This is interesting.
As we get closer to Into the Light, we're going to be talking more about it in the new year. But this is really built not only for the folks that have played Destiny for 5,000 hours, but also for your friends, for your family, for people that are just getting into Destiny and want to prepare for the final shape. We're really excited about the content and rewards that are coming in this. So please stay tuned. We'll be talking more about what's happening in these sort of 2 months before the final shape as we get closer to them. But all of that.
So I wonder, we were talking about this on stream today. I stream over on Kick. I'm wondering if this is going to be maybe like we're pulling out of the vault content. You know what I mean? Like we're going to be able to do the campaign for Red War. We're going to be able to do, Leviathan raids, stuff like that. And I'm wondering if it's going to be like, because the reason they vaulted stuff was they said for game stability. I wonder if we're going to be like, okay, this week or this month is going to be Red War. I guess it's 2 months, so probably not that long. But, they're going to have time frames where they're going to be different parts of Destiny and maybe even they're pulling from Destiny 1. You know, I don't know. It's just a theory. What do you think? Are you going to be happy playing old content so that you can experience the full story come Final Shape? I don't know. You tell me.
That aside, what most of the team is working on right now is what's coming out in June. Final Shape. We know there are high expectations for the way that we're going to put a bow on this 10-year saga of Destiny
10
2.
years. It's your last little
We know
bit
that
of
y'all are
Dark
expecting
Saga.
awesome, gorgeous new locations, a bunch of new stuff to fight, and a bunch of new ways to fight it. All alongside a story that has to stand side by side with some of the best stories our studio has ever told. I'm gonna be honest. We've been holding some cards close to our chest on this one, and I'm gonna ask that you bear with us for a little bit longer, because we think a bunch of the systems and the gameplay that we want to talk about are things that you need to see, not just hear. So in April, when we come back with gameplay from the Final Shape, we want the game to speak for itself. All right, I promised I wouldn't take as long this time. I've got a bunch of play tests to run to. So thanks so much for spending some time with me this morning. I am going to see all of y'all this week in Season of the Wish. Thanks again. Bye.
Myself and about which maybe
You are.
Hi, everybody. Bunch of play tests to run to. Thanks again.
All right. So that there was the update that we've all kind of been waiting for. I know this is old news now, but Final Shape is delayed. And honestly, I think this is the best thing for both Bungie and, you know, the players of Destiny 2, because if you go on YouTube and you look up the history of Bungie and all that stuff, there is a lot of stuff like stuff saying, yeah, they have problems managing money, or they have problems managing a good work balance or whatever. There's always a crunch or whatever, but they always seem to pull through. You know, I mean, and every time there's been a dark period in Destiny 2, that next either couple of DLCs or whatever's on the horizon after that dark period is always a banger and a moment where we remember, like Forsaken, the Taken King, moments like that, right? And this being 10 years, like a lot of these features are finally coming out, which is really, really weird to have when your game's about to quote unquote end. Obviously, they say the game's going to go on, but for a lot of us, you know, we're ready for kind of this game to end and move on to the next game, move on to the next, you know, story or whatever that other games provide. So, because we've been grinding Destiny for so long, it's just weird to see all these systems come out. Now, also, that could be a good thing. It could be like, hey, they're investing in the last year of this light dark saga, which means they're going to continue on with Destiny 2, and it's going to be amazing because they've built all these systems. Like, it just kind of shows they do have plans after light dark, you know, saga, after Final Shape. But no, I'm excited. I think this is going to be really, really good, because this is where Bungie shines, when they have all focus on the release of a product, just all focus on that. And they're grinding their heads down, and they know, like, hey, there's no turning back. You know, once we release this, sure, they can fix bugs and all that, but once we release this is it. This is where we're putting our name on, you know? And I feel like DLCs in the past, or even seasons in the past, they're like, we have another chance. We'll just give out content where they can kind of swim through, and then the next one will be a banger. You know what I mean? They are going to over-deliver the F out of us, and I'm excited. So what are you guys excited about? Tell me. I stream on Kick. Tomorrow I will be trying the raids, you know, finding the Fire Team Finder, or using the Fire Team Finder for raids. So show up tomorrow around 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over on Kick. But of course, I stream everywhere, so you can see me here on YouTube or Twitch if you'd rather watch that. I am AZ and Slickstar all over the internet. So be sure to, if you want to come back for that, hit that sub button. Comment below. Tell me what you think. And are you excited? Do you think this is a good play? Are you willing to wait till June to finish your adventure in the Light Dark Saga? I know I am. And a lot of the stuff, at least system-wise, that they're adding, Fire Team Finder, the new maps, all that kind of stuff, I'm excited for. So, till the next video, I'll see you then. And as always, keep on slaying out there.